Mr. Speaker, a number of points deserve to be made in response to President Trump's announcement, which, unsurprisingly, have passed the member who brought us this matter of the day by. The first is this: the EU is not some champion of free and unfettered trade. President Trump is correct when he says the US has been taken for a ride by the EU. The EU is an aggressive entity, a protectionist bloc which stifles free trade by imposing tariffs on anyone seeking to import into it. The US has now called time on that. That is entirely understandable from a US perspective. In normal circumstances, Northern Ireland would face the prospect of being able to benefit from this situation, as the tariff on UK goods is half that of the EU. However, businesses can thank Mr Tennyson and indeed the entirety of the Nationalist and Republican alliance in this House for making the situation far from clear. Because the protocol has left us in the EU Customs Code, when Brussels imposes counter tariffs, anything coming from the USA into Northern Ireland will be subject to them. Great Britain will not face that problem. Furthermore, if the EU seeks to use Northern Ireland as a backdoor into the US, I have little doubt that Washington will clamp down on that. Therefore, while the announcement of President Trump highlights the benefits of being free from the shackles of Brussels for GB, once again it highlights the folly of the protocol which leaves Northern Ireland in a foreign customs code. It also reminds us that when the leader of the DUP, Gavin Robinson, wrote in the newsletter that the DUP set out to remove internal trade borders, we have achieved exactly that. He was indeed lying to the people of Northern Ireland.